so brilliant. It's as if, why didn't we have this 5 years ago? But the truth is, this is the moment in which this kind of a thing can be so beneficial to our community. Its time has come, and I'm so thrilled that someone with your savviness is leading the charge with this. So tell us a little bit more about when you go to the site, David, how you would experience this if you are an employer.
Sure. So it's very simple and user-friendly, and that's thanks to our partners who have created this. And I want to say off the bat that it was designed largely by a developer who happens to be on the autism spectrum himself. So many of these features come from his personal experience and his preferences. So it's very simple when you log in as an employer. I've done it myself because I'm posting all of our jobs that are open here at Autism Speaks. And I'm not the most tech-savvy guy. So it's very user-friendly. You simply register very quickly with a general form. You're going to input your name of your company and your location, a contact person, and some basic contact information. After that, your next step is to simply post your open jobs. So there are different tools that employers will be able to use. Some are traditional. You can upload an attachment, say, so a PDF you may have of your job description. But the more interesting and unique tools that we have are video and visual tools. Because of so many people with autism do learn visually and prefer to communicate visually, it's often helpful to provide photos of the workplace. So you could take a photo of our office, for example, to show that this is the type of work environment that this job would be using. And you can also shoot a video, a welcome message from the hiring manager. And we've been doing that here at Autism Speaks, just a nice personal touch, so that the person who's looking for the job gets to kind of get a feel for who they may be working with and what that person's personality is like. So those are some of the tools that are available to employers.
And can you also post if you have internship positions available?
You can post any sort of job. So there are options when you do post your position. There are options to select internships for pay or not for pay. You can select a full-time or part-time or temporary position. You can specify how long the position would be open for. So there's all sorts of options. It's very flexible to meet the needs of any employer.
Well, I can tell you, I'm going to be on there later on today, putting on some internships for the summer for Autism Live, because
oh, fantastic!
I love this idea. So that's from the employer end of things, and of course, we know, and there are more people who are discovering that as an employer, there are many reasons why you should employ people who are on the autism spectrum. These are some of the most employable people on the face of the earth. They're going to do a great job. They have great attention to detail and a skill set that is absolutely amazing. Am I right, David?
Absolutely. And there's been a lot in the news lately, which is exciting, from companies like SAP and Microsoft making announcements that they are targeting this population because of those skill sets and because of those strengths. Now, at the same time, it's important to note that not everyone with autism has the same skills and not even would want to work necessarily in those high-tech fields. But we should all keep in mind that people with autism are capable of any kind of work at any level. So just for an example, at Autism Speaks, we posted a vice president's position for major gifts, someone who was talking with donors on a regular basis, trying to solicit major donations. And we were also posting the position for someone managing the database for our website,
Wonderful.
Which may be more of a traditional expectation of a job for someone with autism. But we want to make sure that we're not putting our own values and judgments on what people with autism can do.
Yes.
They can do anything in any industry, and we want to make sure those opportunities are made.
Well, I love that. We need to lead the charge of letting go of limiting beliefs where autism is concerned, so I love that. Now, I want to talk about this from the other side of the equation, though, Dave, about if you are an individual who's on the autism spectrum and looking for work, how do we approach the site, and what does it do for us there?
Sure. So a similar start to the employers. You're going to click on a register button, and it will ask some basic information about you and where you live. And that's important to provide that information because it will help in the job search when the algorithm for this website does its work. It does so based on where you're located and where those jobs are located. So anyone who's worried about confidentiality, please know that we use the same tools that any of these other job search sites use, so that your information is kept protected and private. But it is important that you do provide information like that so that we can help you find the jobs that are most available to you where you live. So it's going to ask for that information as well as your skills and interests. There'll be tools for you to either post a resume if you have one already, or it'll help you create one. So it'll help you fill in fields that employers are looking for. So it might be any experience with post-secondary education, or with prior employment history, or even internships and things like that. And then lastly, I just want to mention, Shannon, that there are video tools also for these job seekers with autism. So just like the employers can put videos and photos of the workplace, the job seekers with autism can post videos of themselves either introducing themselves or performing job tasks or performing certain skills that they want to show the employer that they can do. We know sometimes people with autism have a little bit of trouble with communicating verbally or orally what they're capable of. But if they can show what they've done in the past or what they can do, that can be really effective for them.
Wonderful. So again, we want to tell people thespectrumcareers.com, and this is free to all users, correct?
Absolutely, and I just want to give another thanks to our partners, Rangam Consultants and the Web Team Corp, because they have made sure that this is made available for free to the businesses that use it, to the service providers who may use it, and especially to those with autism who are looking for jobs. That was really important to us at Autism Speaks. Everything that we create in terms of resources and tools like this need to be made freely available and widely available. So we thank our partners for their commitment to that.
Absolutely. Wonderful.